Yeah, so a case competition is it's a business event, right? And it's where teams of students are required to solve business problems. Usually, it's a real world problem. The one I did was in March. It was for a big electrical company called Hydro One.
And it's a pretty specific program. It's real estate, which is there's only about 2 schools in Ontario that offer it as a degree, right? What I would say is honestly, get in the groove first. Like, biggest thing about university is stay organized. It's such a change in work from high school. Like, things are on you now. Like, timelines are on you. If you miss it, that's a zero, right? So make sure you're organized and find what works for you. We were talking about the whiteboard. Like, that stuff isn't taught, so try different things.
Flushing, I'm flushing. They can't change what they thought, and they can't change what we really are. What they thought. We've been getting busy from the very start. Taking no days off. Made our way straight out the mud. And I won't change for nothing. Big dog when I came up from the trenches, now I'm buzzing.
Welcome to another episode of SAYless, doMORE. We have Owen Barr. Had your buddy up here.
Yep.
Tell me about your family, mom, father, careers, siblings. And I'm trying to figure out where this business mind started from,
Yeah, for sure. So I come from a family of 5. I have 2 younger siblings, so I'm the oldest child.
Okay.
And I'd say, well, both my parents are in business, but a motivating thing for me is they both had like different pathways. There, neither of them went to school for business, right? But they just ended up there through different experiences and work and stuff and whatnot. My younger brother is so he's 2 years younger than me. He's graduating high school right now. But
Okay.
he plays out in the OHL. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's like junior professional hockey. He plays so basically 8 months of the year too.
Okay.
So we're both out of the house 8 months of the year, and then we get pretty tight over the summers.
Yeah.
I have a sister who's 7 years younger than me, so it's quite the age gap, but she's great. I mean, she's like, honestly, she plays hockey too. My whole family plays hockey.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So do you play?
I play now. I play like in school and stuff, and like they call it beer league, just recreational stuff. But so not as much anymore. But I was playing from like probably age 4 to 16.
Okay.
Quite wild, yeah.
Yeah, it's big, man. Hockey's it's an expensive sport though. Yeah,
It is. It is. Yeah, it's a drawback to it.
A lot of politics too.
100%.
Yeah, man. I remember going to a kids game. I'm like, is this a kids game? Like, it's kids.
Yeah.
These kids are going all crazy.
Yeah.
The bell ringing, the bell is going happy. I was like, what? Like, bro, I think hockey parents are the most intense parents.
Oh yeah. No, it's a different level. I mean, I remember my mom, because my brother always played like the highest level he could for his age. My mom wasn't able to go to any of like the tryouts or stuff. She'd get like so nervous, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was never at that level. I was just playing for fun and stuff. Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about your business partner, Tyson. How did you guys end up like linking up, meeting up?
So the strange thing is like touching back on my brother playing hockey is he was playing hockey for so long. The weird thing is he actually played hockey with Tyson's sister, who's the same age. And because he was so young, it was just like it wasn't really segregated at that age. It was more so just like the same skill level. So I remember seeing his parents and stuff like a while back. I never really met Tyson, right? And then Tyson transferred to my high school. I think it was 11th, 12th grade. But we sort of met from there. We were in the same gym class. We became a little bit buddies. We had similar interests and stuff. But it really started with us going to the gym together, right? He started going to the gym beforehand.
Yeah.
And then he was kind of honestly just helping me out. We were doing workouts together. That's kind of where it all started, I'd say.
Okay. So you guys have this window cleaning business.
Yeah.
Right? And I didn't really touch too much on that aspect with him. Just said at least some for you. So you guys also do gutters as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you. So like the gutters that you're cleaning, your client, are you a ladder? You getting up there a ladder? No.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is Tyson honestly does all the gutters.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that goes up on all the ladders, and I kind of just hold it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's really good at it. He doesn't mind it. I mean, if he asked me to, I'd do it too. But it's pretty simple. We don't do any houses that are like if you look at them and say, how are you going to get on the roof? Right? Because we'd probably be charging way more. But
No.
yeah, we try to do gutters, I'd say, because when we looked at like the business, we saw like our competitors, which are much bigger ones. No one's really doing gutters and like the window service, right?
Yeah. So you try to add in.
Yeah, try to add it in. We also try to like we really care about quality. So what we do is we try to like if someone has a request, do maybe like the tracks for the windows or can you do our gutters? Like we'll try to make it work, right? We want to do a good job for people in our neighborhood too, right?
What kind of tools, software, or systems do you use to stay organized? So you must have to be organized. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to be walking down the same streets and asking the same people
Yeah.
again and like remembering all your clients. So
Yeah.
what tools do you use to stay organized when it comes to things like that?
Yeah, so I'd say me and Tyson right off the bat, like we personalize our business quite a bit. I'd say we have like a structure with we have a bunch of salespeople. We probably had 7 or 8 doing sales, but we were able to hire everyone because it's commission based. So Tyson actually started the business before I joined last year, but like he said on the other episode, he was doing it by hand and stuff. I was working a job like well, money wasn't the issue. I just didn't like it, so I started doing sales for him, and it's something I really enjoyed. Right? It's like if you're good at it, you can make money quick. Since it's commission, you're getting paid on like what you earn him, and it was honestly just like it was mainly personal growth. Right? Being able to talk to people, getting outside was super nice, and like learning those sales skills that I know I'll need down the line. But so we have a bunch of people that we pay by commission, which is also a great incentive for. Creating like a competitive environment, right? So people really are trying their best. They post ads online. They're super enthusiastic about making the sales.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, so basically, say if I wanted to get on board on your sales team,
Yeah.
I have a lot of freedom on how I want to promote your company.
Yeah. So what I would say is if you wanted to go out, it's actually really funny because Tyson actually hired a producer last week named Chris who only wanted to join to learn those like valuable skills selling to people, right? So what we do is like, yeah, we pay for your uniform and stuff. We give you a quick rundown. We go out, probably selling together, and we kind of try to mentor you, like, because we've been doing it for about like this is our 2nd year, right? So we try to get you up to where you need to be. We're not going to leave you like walking around, right? And then we have all our like. We're pretty organized. We have a live calendar where everyone can put in the sale, so it's visible to everyone. And we just try to stack stuff like 2 houses a day mainly, so it flows smooth. And then each year, right now, since we're trying to grow and stuff, we keep track of everything we do, like whose house we go to, the price, so we can. Next year, it's a lot easier to make a sale. We just call them back and say we can do it, like that. So it's been a dirty work at the beginning trying to get them, but once you get the clients, it's easier to go right back to them.
Is there any areas that you focus on? Like for instance, have you guys gone down like Mississauga Road? No big houses down there.
So yeah, we've done some bigger houses for sure. Now we're starting to do bigger ones since we have better equipment. But really, the sales guys gonna pick like a lot of guys. We have guys that only do really big houses. We have guys that go for like we have a guy that targets kind of mechanic shops and smaller businesses. But because it's kind of like if you think if you're going door to door, it's like it takes a lot longer to walk to a big house. Like you're going like
yes.
But you can make a higher commission. So we'll really do any house, right? So yeah, we enjoy doing it all.
How do you turn a one-time job into a repeat client? Like, what's your thing to be like, okay, you know what? We need to get this person to call us back.
Yeah. So honestly, I'd say me and Tyson are like our biggest thing is competitive pricing. The people we're going against are offering like sometimes people are paying double of versus what they're paying for us because you're just cleaning windows, right? It's me and Tyson doing the cleaning right now. So we have less costs. We're not paying for like big vans, big work vans. So we'll beat the price and we'll do a great job, right? That's our main thing. And then we really get the satisfaction now, I'd say, of people coming out and like being happy they took us.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
I'd say a challenge like being so young doing this too. People get like that first impression that they're a little skeptical at first, but when you do the good job, they're like gonna want you back, right?
Mhm.
So I'd say just earning that lead.
Your passion.
Mhm.
People can smell your passion from right away.
Yeah.
One thing about that got me, my team, the success when it comes to SAYless doMORE,
Mhm.
is that everybody around me is passionate.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even when I was talking to you guys, even the responses that I got from you guys was, I've talked to a couple people
Yeah.
about coming on the show. And they're like, yeah.
Mhm.
And then they fade away, which is, I understand a lot of people are scared, but you see
Yeah.
the real CEOs and the people that are really trying to push their brand, they never told me no.
Yeah.
They always end up on that seat.
Thank you.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I commend you guys grasping things from young, bro. Like I really admire that.
Yeah.
How do you handle the pricing pressures or the low balling competition? Because you probably have some,
Yeah.
or probably the customer finesse. Oh, this guy
Yeah.
said he do it for that, and you're probably like, how?
I mean, because I would say that for the equipment we're using, like me and Tyson, we upgraded our equipment this year, and our first like 2 weeks was kind of just paying it all off. So we used we're using the equipment the big guys use, right? Like we have all the great stuff, and when we get someone that says like, oh, someone's doing it for me for this much, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, like our business wouldn't even survive at that point. Like that's someone doing it by hand. Like why don't we show you? We'll do this. We'll throw in your gutters to earn your business, and we'll do a better job. You know, in a more timely manner too.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a huge scale between someone doing it from like wiping down your windows with like Windex to like doing it in a professional manner with professional equipment.
Yeah. No, totally understand. There's something interesting about I couldn't wait to get to the case competition.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm very I haven't heard about this
Yeah.
period, right? So for the people that don't know what it is,
Mhm.
I did some research myself to find out what it is. But for the people that don't know what it is, what is the case competition?
Yeah, so a case competition it's a business event, right? And it's where teams of students are required to solve a business problem. Usually it's a real world problem. Other times it's hypothetical. So basically,
What do you mean real world problem? Like somebody will actually have a problem and then
Yeah. So the one I did was in March. It was for a big electrical company called Hydro One, and basically the problem was they had this site and there were power lines going over it, so they weren't allowed to build. So they had to like somehow implement something where they could still build on it, but it wasn't just a total waste of space. So that's like the gist of it. So you're going against like 4, 5, 6 other teams. For us, it was like total 10, but then it got cut in half. And everyone is coming up with their own solution. And then at the end of it, you're pitching it to a panel of judges. So it's kind of like consulting in a sense. Like you're consulting them.
like Dragon's Den kind of.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly in the sense like you're pitching it to them, but you're sort of showing them like what they should be doing. And then the winner's the person with the best idea.
So is it what you just explained to me? Is that like a real life situation? Like a real the power lines is a real thing?
Yeah.
You're trying to
So we got we had a picture of it too, and we had like the street it was on. It was in Newmarket. So we had to do like some pretty real world stuff. Like it was a really good experience. I've never done stuff like this because it was in real estate too. So I only did real estate.
Okay.
So what we had to do, it was for a condo building. The site was for a condo building. So we had to go on Google Maps, look at like condos nearby, right?
Yeah.
We had to look into like the new market regulations. Like, are we allowed to build this high? It's pretty complicated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you another question about that because I'm trying to visualize it in my mind, right?
Yeah.
So when you say the hydro lines in the building, you're not allowed to build under the hydro lines?
Yeah. So
are the hydro lines there already?
Yeah. So they were there, but they weren't going across the whole site.
Yeah.
There was no building there. It was just a site that they were trying to think of how to build. So basically, it was going across like a little part of the site, right?
Yeah.
So immediately that cut off, like you can't build right to power lines and you can't build structures that are going to interfere with it. So what we did is we turned it into like a parking lot area, and it goes like underground. So we were still able to build there, and then to make up for like the space lost, we turned the bottom floor of the building into like a shopping center. So it would attract more people to use like the big parking lot and bring money into the building. But advice I would give for someone trying to do it is be creative, because you don't want to be up there and someone goes before you have the same answer as them, right?
Oh,
We were going up against people were saying turn it into pickleball courts or turn it into this, right?
yeah,
So yeah, put your own spin on it, right? And
Yeah.
put energy into it.
and it has to make sense, right? Like,
It has to make sense, yeah.
like for like commercial
Mhm.
commercial locations, they attract more people than a pickleball.
At the end of it, you have to answer, because you're pitching it to like workers from the company too. So people like are gonna ask you questions at the end of it and stuff. You just if it's something you care about, like you're interested in, you're gonna do just fine, right?
So, do you think there's people on the other side that are looking for answers that?
Yeah, for sure. I think I definitely do think they have like their own team to kind of deal with this stuff, but I do think it's definitely useful for them because they're sponsoring the event too. Like they paid for quite a big chunk of it, like prize money and stuff. Yeah, I mean, definitely if you got like a bunch of kids, university kids who are passionate about it, pitching ideas to you, I think it helped. Yeah.
Were you intimidated going into the competition?
Yeah.
Have you done it like more than once?
No, it was my first time.
Yeah.
And I was this past year I was really forcing myself to kind of get out there, because first year at university was kind of like, yeah, I can handle school. Second year was let's go do some stuff in the business clubs or something, right? So I met with a few people that like kind of were friends of friends, some that were like higher up in these clubs. But for me is I saw it get posted in a real estate club I was really interested in, and I kind of opted in as a team leader. So I invited all my business friends to join. None of us had done it before.
I was gonna ask you that. How does the team get created? Like you create your own team?
Yeah, that was super tough. Like it failed twice, like because I just couldn't get enough people, right? But they opened the competition again. So I was just looking for really like who cares about, what you've done before, your mark stuff. It's really about who's passionate about it, right? Like who's gonna actually care about it, because you got about a month to prepare for it.
Okay.
So yeah, that was pretty much it. And I was super nervous going in. I mean, there were guys in there that were, way above my level. We're in like these investment clubs and stuff. But the best thing I'd say I took away was the experience for sure. It's super valuable as real world experience, right? Yeah.
Bro, the amount of questions you're giving me right now, sorry to go off topic, these investment clubs.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So at universities now, I'd say it's like there's all these different clubs, they're student run, and basically what the club is like it's kind of like, it's not a fake business, but it's almost like a non-profit one in the sense it's a business structure, which is actually funny because after I did this competition, I applied to clubs, and I just like last week found out that I got into a consulting club, which is kind of what it was of that competition. Like you're consulting the business on how to move forward.
Yeah.
So I just got secured a position for corporate director, so I'm super hyped. Like that's going to open the door to just more experiences, right?
Yeah.
You're not getting paid or anything, but you're working with I have to work with big companies and get like sponsorships for the events. Just like that case competition.
The business consultant.
Yeah, business consultant.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So clubs are like, honestly, I applied to so many. I got rejected from almost all of them except that one. Right? But it's really just like you're trying to get into them to get those experiences, like open the door to those events, because you're gonna meet people that are, workers in that area you want to get into. Yeah.
You sorry, I'm all over the place. You were talking about you're talking about bringing your team together.
Yes.
How important is chemistry when it comes to something like that?
It's super important. I mean, I was very skeptical because immediately I reached out to all my business friends, right? I'm thinking like, okay, because I've kind of made the team, I have to be the one scheduling when we're going to meet, like here at the library, or what.
That's one thing I was going to ask you. Like, how often are you guys meeting? Because you said it's a month long, right?
Yeah, so we were meeting every week, but we were having like in between us, like people have to finish their work for that week and come together then. But the main thing that was the issue was like or not the issue, but the stress point was like, I'm hoping people don't treat it as like just a friend group. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because we're students. We're so used to going out to like bars and stuff together.
yeah.
Like, you guys, it's like a work environment. Like, we're gonna get just wiped if we don't actually pull stuff together, right? So I'd say chemistry is important, and people are like aware, like not just doing it because you're friends, you're doing it because you want that experience. So, you know, looking back, like, I'd say 95% of it was people dialed in, but obviously if I went and wanted to do another one, you know, as a team leader, I would just use those experiences to tweak stuff. Yeah.
Wow. You say trying to stay focused. These questions, I have questions down for you, but you're giving me more questions because I'm curious, because I'm the type of person, it's cool to work with friends.
Yeah.
It's nice to work with friends, but I feel, bro, in the long run, you lose sometimes because if that passion's not there, then, like, for instance, I'm passionate about something and I'm just like, yo, bro, you're late for work. You can't, like, bro, you can't, your friend's gonna take that away.
Yeah.
Then an employee, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not trying to get at them or be disrespectful to them, but like, bro, this is your job.
Yeah.
Get the fuck here on time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, you ever think about these issues when creating anything? Because that's, bro, like, I couldn't start a business with people I go to the bar with.
Yeah. No.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, honestly, and like when that the only way I was going to be able to do the case competition is if I was a team leader, because I didn't know anyone else who wanted to do it, right? So I had to take that position to kind of put a team together, right? It was like minimum 4 people, maximum 6. But honestly, I would have preferred at the start to do it without my friends, like do it with new people who are like, you know, leave your personal life out of it and like let's all like do this together, right?
Yeah.
And that probably would have been a bit smoother, right? Because it's like after work, it's like you guys are all together and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it worked out just fine. I have friends that are like super smart, we're all in business, but
well, that's another thing too.
Yeah.
That's good. Like, you guys are all have the same type of mindset. Then it could help, right?
Yeah.
But it's rare.
But
It's have that bad apple.
oh, exactly. You know, I want to be careful with what I say, but like, you want to move forward, like, definitely we're gonna reflect. Like, if there was someone who was just there, like you could tell was just there because their friends are doing it, then they want to feel left out or something. Like that's not gonna happen in the future, right? Yeah. There's kind of no room for that. But especially when it's an extracurricular and you're doing your classes and then this on the side, right? It's a lot of work.
How do you manage disagreements within your team under pressure? And
well, honestly, I loved disagreements because the thing at the start was like, I hope people are disagreeing with me and not just being like, yeah, I'm fine with whatever, right?
Yes.
Like I wanted people to be like passionate about it. Yeah. So it's like when people started saying like, I like that, but no, let's do this instead. Like that was when I kind of got that relief. Like, okay, people are like they're putting energy into it. They're passionate about it, right? So honestly, I loved it. I loved when there was no personal disagreements or anything. It was kind of just planning, right? Yeah.
So, how much time do you usually get to prepare? And you said you had a month. So that timeline, was there pressure? Like towards the end of the timeline, was there a lot of pressure to get shit done?
Yeah, there was. I mean, it was a month is a lot of time, right? Like you got a whole month.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
But I mean, I'm just thinking in the sense that like there's like
sorry to cut you off. You ever find like when you're working on something, the time is flying?
Oh yeah.
But if you're stagnant, that's when you're just like, when's this week gonna end? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, for me, it was like, okay, there's like 9 other teams out there that I have no idea what they're doing, and these guys are like, they've had these experiences before, so like that whole time, I was basically thinking about every day, like I have to make sure I'm like where I want to be. I'm ahead, like so I'm confident and it's easy for me when at the end of it I get up on the stage and I have to present. You know, that was like the process, making it easy for the end. So I'm just putting that work in early.
You ever like certain jobs can take over your mind in the sense of you're leaving work, you're still thinking about it. You're laying in your bed, you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Was that project like that? Because you're the leader, right?
Yeah.
You're the boss, and I've worked with some, like for instance, I have my red ceiling drywall and framing.
Okay.
So basically, when I first started, brother, I'm bringing that shit home with me. I'm like,
Yeah.
tomorrow. And again, I was new and I was still learning, and I was just like the foreman used to be in my room all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? What's that? Every day. So I'm bringing this shit home. So I can imagine as a leader, I used to drive home with the foreman, and they get paid by the hour, but he's working off the clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
His phone is ringing, like his boss is calling him after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So is being a leader kind of like that in the sense of like you're constantly thinking about
Yeah.
your mission?
Yeah. For me, that was, yeah. I mean, it was my first time ever doing anything like that. Really, like the motivation was the end result, like getting it down on paper, getting like that experience, like, you know, on my resume saying case competition team leader. And it turned out great. Like we won an award for it. But I'd say like, yeah, there's so many small details that you don't even think of. Like I'm in Guelph and I have to figure out how to get a suit in time for it from Oakville, right? Like just stuff like that, you know what I mean? I was never a presentation person. Like I hated doing that stuff in high school. So it was honestly just the whole motivation behind it was personal growth, right? And because I cared so much about it, it really didn't. It felt like work. Like I was thinking about it all the time, like before I went to bed and stuff. But it was also like very exciting. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah, I was moving forwards.
Okay, so you did speak about this earlier. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. You said what makes or breaks a winning presentation in your opinion? And you did mention originality.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would add to that?
I'd say originality and confidence mainly. You want to be like, it's very intimidating when you're up on like a lifted stage and there's like 6 judges there, but you have to be confident. You have to know what you're talking about, right? Make sure it's you talking. Make sure it's not just what you think you should be saying. So, you know, it's like, just be confident and you have to think, right? It's like, what's the worst that can happen? If you come last, let's say, you still did this competition, right? It's not for grades. It's like the next one you should do, you're gonna do great, right? So it's really not, yeah, it's a competition, but I'd say what I value more is the experience, right? So just think what you want to get out of it, you know?
What's the biggest mistake teams make during a case comp?
I would say because you have like about a month, I'd say leaving stuff to the second half or the end, right? You don't want to be doing that. Because the whole thing with it is because it's such a big assignment, you have to like figure out even like what you're going to do, right? That's not really laid out for you, like what you should do. So you want to get like the general plan, like you want to make sure you're organized. Like week 1, we'll do this, 2, 3, 4, right? So I'd say just make sure like right off the bat, you have a structure. So that's also going to take so much stress off you if you're not worrying about a timeline and stuff. Just I'd say sticking to the timeline.
What advice would you give to someone who's about to enter their first competition? Like good advice. What's your top 3 advice that because you probably could give them a whole bunch of
I would say if I had to just sum it down, I would say just over practice, right? So that way you're over prepared, right? Because it's a big thing. So I'd say work on just mainly it's like, there's 2 parts of it. There's your information, there's stuff you're going to be doing, like what's going to be on your slides and stuff, right? Like what you're going to be talking about, but make sure you're able to project it. Like make sure you're not stuttering, make sure you're confident, like you can move around, you know what I mean? Make sure you're comfortable in that environment. I feel like that's something a lot of people forget because they're so focused on what they're going to be talking about.
Okay, great answer, brother. Great answer. I asked your colleague this because I'm very interested in how time is so important and how we budget it is so important to me. I want to ask you, how do you budget? How many hours a day is spent on your university academic studies?
Yeah. So
and I'm talking like in class and out of class. So like obviously you got to go to class, and so how much of that is spent on?
Well, I got my like in classes. So for me, the way I operate is like I have a whiteboard in my room, right? And it's like kind of how I remember Tyson was talking about journaling when you did the thing with him. But for me, that's kind of my thing. So I have everything, just whatever's on my mind, I'll have it written on that whiteboard. And that way it's like whenever I walk in my room, I'm walking by it, right? So I just see what I need to do. So I have it organized. But in terms of time, I'd say honestly, it doesn't take like I'm not working all day. It's just like making sure I need to get done what needs to get done each day. So it's honestly like a few hours, including class time. It's probably like 4 or 5, right? So just maybe an hour and a half, hour or two on top of class. But but yeah, it's not a lot of time if you're just making sure like you're not procrastinating, right? That's the biggest thing for me is the phone. Like I can't have my phone on my desk when I'm working. Yeah.
Your buddy Tyson,
hmm
yo, stay close to that guy.
Yeah.
Because literally, the thing that I'm telling you about the whiteboard,
hmm
you probably see me looking over at my colleague like that,
Mhm.
a certain way. Rather, things changed for me when I did that, started doing that.
Yeah.
I bought like, first I bought like 2. Those got filled. Then I had to buy another one because I didn't want to take away that information there. And every morning I walk into that room,
Yeah.
I see it, and it's a constant reminder. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
exactly.
they did. So like,
Yeah.
it taunts you.
Mhm.
If you don't fucking go and get that shit done,
Yeah.
I swear that boy's calling me a waste guy.
I know exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
people don't understand. It's a big game changer, man.
Yeah.
Fuck putting it in your phone. This shit, as soon as you walk into this room, you're gonna get that reminder. You can't avoid
100%.
it.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah.
Especially when you're looking at like, dude, I wrote that 2 weeks ago. You know?
Yeah,
That should not be on there
yeah.
anymore.
This should be done by now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
What's the best thing you think about going to university? Because we're gonna have a debate.
hmm
A lot of people think different.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know everything, but I always looked at it like, okay, man, if you want to be a CEO,
hmm
university is not
No, exactly.
really.
Yeah.
But talking to your colleague and now listen to you talk,
hmm
it kind of can help you a lot because first of all, you're dealing with people every day,
Yeah.
all the time, right?
Yeah.
So what do you, in your opinion, what is
Yeah.
the best thing that you could take from university?
Yeah, 100%. So for me, right off the bat, is if you look at university, it's like just thousands of people doing the same thing you're doing. Like it's basically just the whole place is just a network, right?
Yes.
So I really don't think university is completely worth it unless you're doing like you're going that extra mile. Like you can get up and go to class and pass and everything, but you really should be doing the extra curricular stuff that are like presented to you because you're not going to be able to do it once you graduate, right? So that stuff being like getting out there and meeting people, because every week there's so many like I wouldn't be able to go to all of them if I wanted to. There's so many events that students can go to and just meet with people, and like it's stuff that's very niche and specific, like that real estate one I was talking about, that was an event, right? So I'd say like if you're gonna go, make sure you're really taking advantage of it, which is why I was really pushing myself this past year to get out and get into clubs and do extracurricular stuff. So that'd be my biggest piece of advice.
What are you taking?
So yeah, I'm taking, it's a pretty specific program. It's real estate, which is there's only about 2 schools in Ontario that offer it as a degree, right? Because you don't need a degree to get into real estate. So I want to get into commercial real estate, which is like bigger buildings, right? Get into the like big
warehouses and
big ticket sales and stuff. But yeah, so that's another reason why I'm doing it, because you know, if I'm going to school for real estate, might as well make the most of it, out of it, because I could do it without a degree, right? Yeah.
What advice would you give to a freshman like yourself?
Yeah. What I would say is honestly, get in the groove first. Like the biggest thing about university is stay organized. It's such a change in work from high school. Like things are on you now. Like timelines are on you. If you miss it, that's a 0, right? So make sure you're organized and find what works for you. We were talking about the whiteboard. Like that stuff isn't taught. So try different things. Try like physical calendars, online ones. Find a group of people that are your speed, right? For me, it's always surrounding yourself with people that are better than you, right? Because you're really just going to be kind of put on to what they're doing. So that's what I would say. I'd say, but also take it lightly, right? Like it's a brand new place, first year, like have fun with it too.
What's your first play? When I say your first play, I mean, what's your first move that you're going to make after you graduate?
Yeah. So Really? I mean, I'm going to my third year now, so I still got about 2 more, but I would say just trying to get where I want to be as quick as I can, which is commercial real estate sales. But because it's a commission job, like it's a high commission job, you usually start out with a not much income, right? Like you're kind of working towards it first. So I'd say building that experience that will allow me to get there, because I'm going to need these like transferable things, saying I did this on paper, right? So right off the bat, I'd say that's what my goal is, trying to get like to the place I want to end up at as fast as I can.
Okay.
hmm
What's one class everyone should have to take no matter what they major?
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, everyone takes electives, right? So meaning everyone has classes that they can just pick a different one outside of a major. But I would say psychology because I mean, it's a useful class, but it's very interesting, right? Like you're able to learn about kind of how the mind works and stuff.
It's crazy. My weed guys used to buy weed off of this guy back in the day, and he went to school for psychology.
Really?
But he was really good at selling weed, bro.
Yeah.
And the man's life is now the man buys and flips houses.
Yeah.
But it was just crazy. Like it's just that you just said that psychology because bro, in life that's how you have to deal with people.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to make any dollar or any movements or any deal, get any deals done, you have to deal with people.
Yeah. So I mean, exactly what you just said. I think anyone can use it, no matter what your degree is and what you want to do. I think it's the most transferable, right? So, I mean, I didn't really get that experience until I did it. I mean, my mom was telling me to do it when I went into university because everyone has to pick like filler courses.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this is really off topic, but not off topic, but it's crazy because the psychology thing is like you're grasping these things. You are grasping these things from early.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if you do this. I'm the type of person, I'm in the gym and I'm like literally analyzing everybody that like, not like talking to them, but I'm like, that guy doesn't push hard enough.
Yeah.
This guy's not into the gym to take it serious.
Yeah.
I mean, are you like that? Like, I'm not saying nothing to nobody. Nobody knows how I feel, but in my mind, I'm just.
No, I would agree with you because I mean, you're in the gym for so long each week, right? It's like, what else are you? That's just gonna happen, right? You're gonna look around and have your own thoughts too.
What's your gym goals?
Yeah, my gym goals. So honestly, I'd say the best advice I got for the gym is like, it's more of a marathon. Just be consistent with it, right?
Man. It's more a marathon.
Yeah.
Stay injury free, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to get injured at the gym and fuck up what you got to do on the road. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So honestly, just make steady progress, but make sure I'm always going up. You know, no plateaus and stuff.
Yeah. Coming towards the end of the show, we got a couple more questions. What's one misconception people have about you? And what's one thing a lot of people don't know about you?
Yeah. So I would say the misconception is people would say I only do what I'm like comfortable with or what I'm good at. But over this past year, it's been quite like the opposite, right? Even something like this, right? Like I've never done this before, but trying to make sure I can do my best with it and just get that experience, right?
Yeah.
So I would say like pushing yourself, right? Like make sure a lot of people are just scared to do things. Like make sure you just get out and do it, right? Yeah, like it's not that serious at the end of the day too.
I'm going to show you an example why it's very good to be outside and it's very good to network. You guys keep doing what you're doing. If somebody asks me about getting their windows clean, who do you think is the first person I'm going to met?
Yeah.
If you never talked to me, I would have just told that person, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If I hear somebody talking about it, I'm going to be like, yo, I know somebody.
Yeah.
That's how, bro, nothing gets done if you don't speak.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Get out and do stuff. Because everyone's got so much extra time without even realizing it, I would say, right? Like it really doesn't take that much time. It's more about the effort, I'd say, to go out and do the extra step, right? Because at the end of the day, in the long run, I'd say you're competing with everyone else. Everyone else wants to meet their goals too, right? So be better than them, right?
Of course.
A lot of people aren't putting like work in.
Of course, a lot of people are not putting the work in.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Here, another thing too. A lot of people think like a lot of these these celebrities that have shit, like it was really handed out to them. Like some people don't understand. No, bro, they were obsessed about their craft.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like it. They were obsessed about it. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, you know what? This is my last dollar. Fuck Eden. It needs to go in my craft. You know what? I'll just sleep in the car today. Like Jim Carrey's a big example of something like that. Like I had to sleep in his car at one point. He probably had the option to like, you know what? Fuck it. That's the difference between some of those people that are where they at. They took, bro, they eat, sleep their craft, bro. They're just like, yo, fuck that. I don't want to eat right now. That needs to go there. I'll figure out the rest later. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
Like borderline obsession, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. People say like entrepreneurs got a loose screw too, right? Because they're crazy about it.
Yeah, bro. And we're lonely sometimes, bro. I always say that it's a lonely, because not everybody's gonna have that type of. Bro, if you're building something, you're building it on your own or with your partner. You're not building it with the world.
Yeah, exactly.
The world can't take that journey with you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you want people to remember you by? What do you want your legacy to be?
Yeah. So I would say, for speaking about like my goals with business and being pretty successful, I'd say being remembered as someone who persevered through the rough patches. You know, that's something that everyone kind of goes through when they made it. So I'd say someone who didn't get like discouraged and then kept trying their best, right? Also, it's pretty important to me that I'm remembered as someone who's ethical, right? I want to be good at business. I want to be successful, but I also want to be a good person at the end of the day too. You know, helping others that like kind of are in my shoes or like wearing my shoes. So, you know, balancing it out.
Were you a badass kid when you were young? Because I'm like, yo, bro, it's amazing that you have this mindset. Like, you gotta be like bad at first to be like, hey, yo, you know what? I just need to be good. I need to be a good person.
I don't know. I wouldn't say like terrible kid, but you know, being nice to everyone and then also just being successful at the end of the day.
Yeah. What's one thing people should say less and do more?
Yeah. So I want to touch on when I was in the case competition, working with this makes me think of when I was working with all my friends, right? Yeah. Business friends. I think you should just talk. That's the thing with everyone in business, especially in university, everyone is so all talk because like your egos are inflated. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, I'm doing this now, right? It's all about networking and stuff. You're just always chatting about it. I'd say just like stop saying what you're gonna do. Stop trying to brag. Like drop the ego and go out and like put the work in. Like talk about it after you did it, right? Don't be talking out of your ass.
Yeah. No, I hear what you say.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure, Owen, to have you on the show. Pleasure. Great conversation.
Yeah.
Great mind for a guy, for somebody that's so young. Keep it up, because all you're gonna do is grow.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
You know what I mean? All you're gonna do is grow, and it's my pleasure to do this interview, man.